Show it. Hey, welcome everybody. CBSI presents Tales from the FlipSide number 71. My name's Paul, coming in here with a little special guest. Say your name.
All that talking beforehand.
This is Safira. She's coming up to show you where some of the screams come from. You often hear in the background. But yeah, go ahead, guys. Introduce yourselves.
I'm in the comic laboratory, as I call it. I'm Dino. Forgotten 5 Comics. Going to Heroes Con, going to Charlotte. Can't wait.
Heroes Con.
Right.
Scotty Too Hottie coming in from Philly. Also F5 Comics. Heroes Con for life. That's all I got.
Brian McClay out here in AZ, and I'm jealous. I don't have my CBSI Skeletor shirt and G.I. Joe shirt yet. So,
well, nobody has them yet.
Yeah, I know. It pissed me off. It makes me angry. I wanted to debut
it.
John Z here, sporting the just ended CBSI shirt. So give it a shout out as going.
Oh, yeah, that one's gone.
The less interesting and less amusing Z on the podcast today.
So Z, your shirt is like the Beanie Babies. It's retired now. So now
exactly, super collectible.
That's awesome. And I am Ben S, and I am completely lost tonight, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah, what's the book on your monitor?
Huh?
What's the book in your background? I can't even tell what it is today.
Yeah.
That is a Labyrinth Mondo variant.
Huh.
Is it super rare or something?
I've never seen it, but I can't imagine it's super rare. But it is an incentive, but I don't know how hard or anything like that. But it just looks pretty cool.
Who did the cover? Looks like a.
God.
Nobody
I'm just old. I can't even see anymore.
You want to want to stop the podcast to get your glasses?
Good Lord. Go get my readers.
Bifocals.
Oh my gosh.
Scott, is this a 1-for-1 CBSI shirt that I have on?
Yes, Paul. That is the only one that has been made and will ever be made.
Turtle font.
That was a special request by you.
Yeah, appreciate
it. No, but these the G.I. Joe shirts, I ran a batch this week. I will be shipping out the ones that have paid, and then the Skeletor one I'll be doing those when I get back from here.
Show it again one more time for me. I couldn't switch enough. Yeah, there you go. That one's dope, man. I like that one.
Yeah, Emiliano killed it with these designs.
And the little ad that they made for both the designs was awesome.
Yeah, he did all that too. That was all him. I'm the grunt who prints the t-shirts. That's it.
They're so good, man.
Yeah, definitely killing it this time.
You know, we should.
Skeletor will be glow in the dark too.
I gotta get my ass moving in order. Procrastinating.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, the Skeletor ones I haven't even ran yet. I'm gonna run them one next week when I get back from Heroes Con.
Run an extra not skinny one for me.
An extra not skinny.
Somebody was in our chat, not this one. We had to reset the YouTube and was giving us some props. So I apologize I didn't get your name, but want to say thanks. He just said he appreciated he or she appreciates our content and what we do every week. So thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Cool.
So I guess we can do this pretty quickly because I doubt we all have them. But anybody have pickups? I have pickups, but I mean they're all boxed up and we're rolling kind of.
Nah, you don't have to go through them.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I got one pickup.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I did one buy this week. I did a Facebook random lot buy. Somebody listed 50 quote war comics for $50, and I'm like, I'll gamble. Terrible pictures. I found a couple winners in there. Managed to get the first enemy ace, our army at war, 151. So that was a nice little score. And then I picked up a couple of the Star Spangled War stories, the war that time forgot with the dinosaur covers.
Cool.
So those are somewhat collectible. And then a bunch of Charlton and Dell and random war books that I have no idea what I'll ever do with, but they will make a couple dollar book fodder and
where are the Charlton books? Get any Captain Adam stuff out of them?
No, I mean it was 100%. Well, 48 war books and 2 westerns.
Oh, the westerns are going in the PC, aren't they?
The westerns are already in the PC, guys. So yeah, kind of light day, but interesting stuff to look at. Cool covers. I'll make some money on the lot and keep a couple books and call it a day. You just got to watch for those things that nobody else is kind of looking for these days.
How nice are they?
4 to 6 range mostly. So decent.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's all 60s stuff. And it's got some cool covers floating around. Just some of that stuff I don't know whether it's overproduced and underappreciated or what, but there are some covers that are just amazing in that stuff. So I'll pick it up for $1 a piece.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was gambling that it just based on the issues I could see that there was a chance that the first Unknown Soldier was there, but I got the issues right before it. So, oh well.
Is that a big dollar book? I don't even know. I don't collect that many horror books.
Well, your partner writes an article about them every week, so you could learn something.
He's protecting the wall up north, and I only see him once a year. So I mean,
Tony L and his
Aristocrats of War.
Aristocrats of War. He's top 5 up on there. He's also got just weekly articles, so check it out. You could learn something, so the next time you see a lot of war books, you could do something right.
Did he mention?
Because knowing is half the battle.
It is knowing is half the battle. Did he put that book on our article
though? Both of them have been featured at one point.
Okay.
Their first appearance, war story ones.
Tony's gonna murder me because he can yell at me, but
I mean, the Enemy Ace is not a super hard book to get, and it's it's probably $40 or something.
Yeah.
But that paid for the whole lot. The dinosaur books are $15, $20 books, maybe a little more if they're if they're nicer, they go way up, but in the very good range. And then all the other stuff you can usually sell out in lots at $3 to $5 a pop. So it's cool.
Who's next on the old pickups? Anybody?
Yeah, I can go. I picked up. Well, I didn't really pick up any books this week, but I did. I finally jumped into the OA original art.
Freaking beautiful.
Yeah, so I just happened to be.
I like your frame too.
Yeah, like that. Well, this is how it shipped to me. So you can kind of see how big it is. But it's the it's the original cover art for Betty and Veronica number 260 by Dan Parent, and I figure all these Betty and Veronica things are all kind of getting pricey. So why not get the original cover art for one of the books? So it's actually it's really nice looking.
I am so annoyed. I saw a bunch of those Dan Parents pop up, and they were like mostly Sabrina's, and they're saying cover art, and I couldn't track down an issue they were. So I don't know if they're rare store variants or just small ones. And I stopped looking at them, and yours must have popped up later, and I was like, damn it. That's a great cover to grab.
Yeah, and I didn't think it was. I mean, I don't know what original art sells for, but I didn't think for actual cover art that the price was that extreme. But heck, I don't know. I could have gotten completely robbed, and I have no idea.
I will tell you, I mean, that Teen Titans cost me about $250, and I felt great at that price. Anytime you can get a cover under $5, I think is a win.
Did Dan sell his Die Kitty Die? Did he do the Bewitched one? Was that him?
Mm-hmm. There was some Die Kitty Die up.
Mother.
It was mostly Sabrina's, but I just couldn't track what they were from.
Yeah.
So that one is.
And you're the same way. I don't think he doesn't put up too much stuff for sale, right, Dan Parent?
I don't think it was an original owner. It was somebody else. It was a secondary seller who had picked them up somewhere.
Because me and Stein were talking about Robert Hack, and he doesn't put up much stuff at all. Like he had some doodles, and then he had on his Instagram post he had like $500 piece and like a $200 piece of liquor coming like
Yeah,
that.
I really like that that one that he had with it was like their family photo or whatever. It actually looked pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted $500 for it. I'm like, it's cool. I mean, if I went to there's one in PA he's going to or whatever, but I would pay probably 400. But
where in PA?
Oh wait, it's past you. It's you and Emiliano. It's like, is it Altoona? Is that right?
Oh, that's not too far.
Dino's just gonna take a really high res screenshot and print it off.
I know, right? I don't even know.
It's different. If it's different buying a commission piece versus original art for a book.
Correct. Yeah, it's not even a book cover. Yeah.
If you're buying a commission piece from one of the big boys, okay, somebody that's still up and coming, it's a bigger gamble.
Yeah,
you're buying it mostly on emotion and minimal on investment.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy that I want to get a commission from. Only one guy I would pay to get a commission from that I'd pay like big bucks to get a commission from, like a huge, multi-character, like massive print, commission, and that's Art Adams. Have him do a huge multi-character, Fantastic Four cosmic.
Someone's coming in.
Yeah.
Two of them.
The smoking session is done.
All of a sudden, all his stuff's gonna just start going out the back door.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love to get an Art Adams commission. But anybody else got any pickups? Because I got a ton of pickups.
Yeah, I have a medium amount.
Okay.
Medium.
Medium.
Are you going to let your glorious Vanna White do the presenting?
She's jamming to some tunes.
No, she's plugged into this. You guys can still swear and all that. It's all good.
Earmuffs.
Those are daddy words.
Yeah.
Earmuffs. Yeah, earmuffs.
I opened some mail from Scott and some stickers he made for me, and I saw this was in there.
Ooh,
sweet.
Nice.
I got to figure out where to put that. That was a nice one.
That's a special edition as well.
Unexpected, a 1-for-1.
There's like
Paul,
7.
you are a 1-for-1, so you deserve them all.
There's 7 in existence, Paul.
Nice. I have to get Dan Piercy to sign this one.
See if CGC will grade it.
Yeah, slap it up.
Cashed out some 401k and got a Hulk 181.98. So that was cool.
No big deal.
No, this is the Slab Heroes reprint. So I'm sure it's the only one I'll ever own. But, that came in the mail.
Beautiful. I didn't even know those were out.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see what else I got. I got to give a couple big shout outs. The first one is to our very own Andy Tomberlin. So he does our Indie Spotlight series, and he sent me a couple business cards, and I think this is class act. On the back is his kind of shout out to his article, and then CBSI. Then he runs Bat Comic Shop. So definitely he helped me out. He really hooked me up, and so I got a couple pickups from him. So definitely somebody to check out if you're looking for some books. Check out his website. But he hooked me up, and Brian Wood's gonna miss out because he kind of hooked me onto this. But I got the Punisher hardcover, Garth Ennis, and
that's a good read.
Yeah, I barely started it, but it's really, really good so far. So I got volume 1, and then actually also got volume 2. So Andy hooked me up with both of those. Some Sharks for Z, and just shipped them really well. They came, I opened them both, but
pristine.
Yeah, they were new. They came shrink wrap, amazing.
You shouldn't have unwrapped the shrink wrap, dude. Sealed, man.
What's that?
He's gonna read them.
Oh, he's gonna read them. Oh.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna read these. I'm gonna read a comic book. Can you believe it? But yeah. super nice guy. Really hooked me up. There's a nice sale going on. So
What's the website?
It is batcomicshop.com.
Batcomicshop.com. Check it out.
And
Andy, is it hard to read out of an omnibus?
No, it's easy,
No,
especially the Marvel one.
No, I mean, like down in the pages. Is it easy to? I mean, it doesn't get covered up.
No,
I think they must give you a little more room because I like it.
Yeah, here I'll just.
It's actually the best way to read Marvel stuff, in my opinion.
Margin in there.
Good, Ben. And no, so Andy writes our Indie Spotlight series. If you're a fan of that article too, if not, you should check it out. And then a final pickup. This one, sometimes you have to spend Grail money to get a Grail book, and so I had to do that. I got to give a shout out to Jason Shaw. I ordered a frame for this. It's going to go up on the wall. Finally picked up a little hat cover of my own.
Nice.
Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, number 898. So I waited.
Great cover.
Yeah, I waited long enough for it to show up on eBay, and there was only one copy, and it belonged to Jason, so he hooked me up, and so I appreciate that. I'll put some pictures up somewhere of the trio together, but that was my last pickup, so that came in the mail, and it was actually a Paul's problem trying to get the dang thing. He sent it signature, which was fine. I wanted that, but it was supposed to arrive, I think, on let's see, the 3rd, maybe. Yeah, it was supposed to arrive on the 3rd, and I finally got it today because the post office couldn't find it. It was there, and they couldn't find it. And I went to the post office twice, waited in line 3 times.
Oh, I would have fucking raged out on them.
Yeah. So I went in today because I talked to the guy, and I could see it right behind them on their shelf, and I'm like, I'm here for that.
That's mine. Give it to me.
Yeah, that's mine. Thank you. So, yeah, huge shout out to those guys, CBSI brothers who hooked me up. So, appreciate it.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Here we go, Brian.
I picked up a couple comic things. I've been lucky last year or so buying lots of the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac stuff, and if you see that logo, I mean I think that's the only logo for the first print, but if you see like that logo, I think it's definitely not the first print. But
there are like 15 prints for that book.
There's like 31
30.
prints. Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's 46 prints of this book. Yeah, the first print. But this ended up being a 4th print, but it came with, the squee stuff, and then the first prints of, Johnny through 5, and then also the I Feel Sick stuff was all in there. So that was kind of cool, and it was like $15. And then,
have you ever actually read that?
I read it back in the day because I don't know if he's from Arizona, or I feel like he might be from Arizona, but back in the day when that book first got started, that it was everywhere in all the music shops here. And so that's why I really remember it, because it was like in the music stores too. So I don't know if that was just something he did nationwide or what, but yeah, I read it back then, just like the first issue or so. It's kind of crazy. But I went and got another previews, and this one is, there we go, Walking Dead one. Yeah.
Right, cool.
And I guess it came with a little card that just fell out of it. So, but that's this. If anybody's looking, it's the August 2003 previews, and the back cover has a Witchblade on it. The front cover is a sick Ben Templesmith cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So If you guys ever see that previews, grab it. It's got the Walking Dead stuff in it.
What does something like that go for?
I don't know. I think I got it for maybe $20. I'll check on eBay and see what I got it for. But the biggest score of the probably year so far for me is I saw an OfferUp ad for sports cards, and the guy had just popped it up, and within like 40 minutes, and I saw it, and he had just these regular brown shipping boxes just full of old cards, and it just said, like, you could see little stickers popping up that said like 79 tops, and there'd be a long group of them, and then 77 tops, a long group of cards, and then one picture was all boxes that just looked like this, right? There was like probably 40 of them, baseball and football. And so I sent him an offer, and he wanted $90. So I gave him $90 for them all. And it was way out in Mesa, which is it's like an hour-long drive for me, but my parents live out there, so I called my pops up, and my pops is like, yeah, I'll go get them for you. So I had my dad go get them. And my dad called me back. He's like, man, there's a shit ton of stuff here. So I went out there for the weekend and hung out with my dad and mom, and I picked up all these cards, and it was crazy, absolutely nuts. Basically, what it is it could be a couple things, but this is what I think it is. I think that this was somebody who probably found a ton of unopened packs in the boxes from the early 80s and late 70s of these cards, and then he probably opened them all up, because that's what it looks like. It's like literally they opened the packs up, left everything in there but the gum and like the super rookie cards. Like there's a ton of 1981 Topps football, and everybody else is there but the Montana that I've gone through so far. So there was I've gotten 5 Dwight Clark rookies, 5 Art Monk rookies, a couple of other rookies in that year.
And they're like pack fresh.
They're fucking pack fresh. They're beautiful. I'll show you what I've gone through so far, what I've gotten. Oh, there's another person. Look at that. This is kind of what I've got so far. And I've only gone through about half of it, and I've used all of my card saver ones for like decent cards and there are commons in there that are just 10s from like 77 Topps baseball, 78 Topps baseball, just tons of them. Here we go. I went through a lot of the
football.
What's
a common 10 like that go for?
Some of them can go for big bucks.
It depends.
Yeah, like if they're like a card in the early set, and this is another thing that on this. Some of the cards you can tell that the people that just open up the boxes were falling apart, and they just put them around in rubber bands, and some of the cards are destroyed because they were probably just sitting in these rubber bands in Arizona garage for years. You know what I mean? So some of the cards were really destroyed, and it's a bummer because some of the cards that were destroyed were some of the best cards in the set. But it looks like they took all the Montanas. I haven't seen a single Montana in the 81, but I've seen Montanas in other sets. They definitely took all the Nolan Ryans. There's no Nolan Ryans in any of the baseball that I've gone through yet. And then they took a couple of the other big guys, but you could tell they didn't know everything, but they went and probably looked, okay, what's the biggest guy in this set type thing, and they would take those out. But anyway, here we go. So here's some of the early 80s football that I found. Like there's a Ronnie Lott rookie.
Nice.
A lot of 83 Topps football. So there's a Jim McMahon rookie.
Centering is nice.
Yeah. Here's an 82 Anthony Munoz rookie.
Ooh, that's nice.
LT rookie.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Shit.
Like look at this. Here we go. Here's 4 81 Topps Dwight Clark rookies. 3 81 Topps Billy Sims rookies. Even like I love this kind of stuff. Like Nick Lowry, he's a kicker, but he was one of the best kickers. And here's his rookie, and it's like really beautiful, you know. Mark Gastineau, ton of Mark Gastineau rookies. And these are all like some of these things are things that I wanted in my collection, but I just would never see for something I would pay for them. Like second year Phil Simms, beautiful centering. Here's a couple Marcus Allen rookies. Another Jim McMahon rookie. Second year Tony Dorsett. One of the cards that got destroyed. It's not horrible condition, but it's not great condition. The Tony Dorsett rookie was in there. These type of cards, when you get beautiful centering, are good cards to get graded, especially in the old sets. Here's a Super Bowl 13 card, the Steelers versus Cowboys, and that's a perfect card because there's so many Steelers and Cowboys fans out there. And that's another thing that I've noticed in here is that a lot of the Raiders, Cowboys, and Steelers cards, they would be in teams. They would stack them in teams like that was the teams that they wanted. But those are destroyed because then they put rubber bands around them and left them out of the boxes. All the cards that are in perfect condition, they just pulled out of the packs and stacked in the boxes in like a four corner stack. And those ones are in good conditions. But the ones that they left out that were probably like on the top or got more to the elements are just warped. You know, they feel like they've been in the sun, but everything else is beautiful condition. This is a card. When I was a kid, they did a documentary on there, like a docudrama on this guy. His name's Ricky Bell. He was a really famous running back out of USC. He got drafted by Tampa Bay, but he got this really rare disease and he died in his like third year. And he was a stud running back. But this is like a 79 Topps football card that perfect condition I'd never see. You know, John Jefferson rookies. You know, former ASU guy. There's here we go. Here's more LT in action rookie. Another Anthony Munoz rookie.
Do you find anything you're going to grade?
The majority of the stuff I'm going to grade.
Was it cost to grade a card, or is it based on value, like CGC?
It's based on I think it's years. Ben, is that what it is? Like
yeah, but I mean it's got fair market value too. I mean they have kind of the similar, except for a card. I mean if you send 100 cards in, you can get them graded for, you know, like $7-8 a piece. So it's not costing you 27 or something crazy from CGC.
So Ben and Brian, what do you say to guys like me who know nothing but want to get into cards? Like I heard like Jordan Adams cards and a Bowman rookie card or like something good to invest in the last 6 months or currently. Like, I mean, I just don't know anything. If I wanted to start investing,
my best investing advice right now, this minute, is go to your local Targets and look for the Bowman baseball blaster boxes. I think they're going for like 20 or maybe $25 a box, and they're selling for almost triple online right now because of that super hot baseball rookie. What's that guy right now that's super hot, Ben? Mota or Will something.
Yeah, I mean,
Cordo.
It's tough, like Paul. It's tough because I mean, you know, the whole idea behind cards is if they get to the Hall of Fame, then it's gonna have long term value. So you're really looking for guys you think can get to the Hall of Fame.
And I was watching I caught a snippet of a video. The guy was talking about he was explaining the difference between selling a sealed box or sealed packs versus opened, and the value there, which the person he was presenting it to didn't understand, that you sell a sealed box, which may have more value than an open pack or a single sealed pack because of the hope of what could be in there, which is why those packs that you were talking about or those boxes are going for what they're going for, Brian.
Yeah, and there's certain deals out there that you'll find depending on how hot certain players are in that set, and that's a perfect example. Like that, I think I talked on here about the what's his name, Alex Gordon rookie in baseball, where they had to cut him out of the card. And those cards were in a blaster box, in a Walmart blaster box. And that was one of the only places you could get that card. So you can even go look online nowadays and see 2005 Topps Baseball Walmart blaster box going for a decent amount, because there's a chance that Alex Gordon Air is going to be in there. This blaster box right now through Target, the reason I'm saying it is just because the hype on a couple of guys in the set is super high right now. And the Bowman baseball, especially with the autographs and the way that they look, are just Bowman baseball is the way to go for baseball. Period. So,
I mean, there's other things like you have to just remember that in baseball, Topps is the only one with the official license. So you see like things like Panini and stuff, but they don't even have jersey name. They don't have team names on there. It's like all airbrushed out. So yeah, you could get a good card there, but it's not official, so it's always going to have that, lacking. But anything Topps or Bowman is going to be the actual official rookie card type stuff in baseball.
So here's how I know that the guys didn't know 100% what they were looking for, because like I said, I've only gone through half of this collection, but I found stuff like this, and we're going to get into some of the baseball here. Like they had a ton of, every set you can think of, early 80s, late 70s.
Strawberry rookie?
Yep, Darryl Strawberry. Yep. There's a Darryl Strawberry 84 Fleer rookie. Beautiful condition, beautiful centering. There we go.
Oh, Ripken. Man, hold on, that was in that lot?
That was in there.
How nice is that Ripken?
It's nice. It's very nice. And stuff like this, like Mookie Wilson rookie. Beautiful condition. Here is my favorite Rusty Kuntz rookie. It's Kuntz, but I like to say Rusty Kuntz. But here's a Tim Raines rookie, Rock Raines rookie, beautiful condition.
You mentioned the Target. I do like that. With the Target red card credit card, you get a 5% discount.
There you go. And the boxes are $20 a box if you walk in, or if I don't think they are. I think they're like maybe close to 30. But
yeah, I think they're like $26.99 or something. I think.
Yeah, if you walk in and you see a bunch of those, I know that a lot of people don't like this. There's a thing in the hobby where guys get angry when people go in and buy them all. They're like, "Oh, leave some for others," and I understand. I part of me understands that. But the flipping part of me goes, no, man. Like this is my hustle right here. So
it's not a whole lot different than the guy going in on Wednesday and buying 6 copies of. You're there. You're the first one there. So and it's. You're talking about Target, so it's not like it's a. They don't care. They just sell to whoever.
Yep.
So do those names mean anything? Jordan Adams and Bowman rookie?
I don't know who Jordan Adams is, but he might be in that. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Maybe that's the card that's everybody's going crazy for. There's been a lot of chatter on that box and that set and that box in the last month, and they're going for a lot of money. So here's another cool stuff that I find. There's a ton of 1980 Topps that I haven't gone through yet, but that's got the Ricky Henderson rookie year. But here's like a cool card, from the 81 set, early young Ricky Henderson. Beautiful centering. Look at the centering on that.
See, this is bringing back all kinds of feels and stuff for me, because I was like 7 when the 81 set came out. So I'm like, this is exactly what I bought when I was a kid, or had my parents buy.
Ben, this was I wrote the guy back. Here's the best part about this. This guy, I think he said he bought these at a garage sale. And so he ended up sending me a text. The reason why he sold them so cheap is because he was moving and he just had to get rid of them. And so he sent me a text. He's like, "Hey, I've already moved, but I found some extra cards in some box." And he sent me a picture of the box, and it's just rows of old cards. I don't know what set, what years, what sport, but they look old. And he goes, I'll ship them. I'm going to ship them to you because I forgot to give them to you. And I'm like,
Wow.
That's awesome.
So I started going through a couple, and I found some old hockey. Here's an old Doug Wilson rookie. This is he was a great player. I don't know if he's in the Hall, but he's also the guy who's one of the greatest GMs ever. He's the GM of the Sharks over the last 20 years. And here's one of my favorite players, Eddie Olczyk. He was also a cancer survivor. He beat cancer recently.
Are these tops or OPG?
The Wilson is a tops because I only think they made tops that year, and this Olczyk is a tops, which is kind of a bummer. But if there's more in there, this is the Mario Lemieux rookie year. So I don't care if it's a tops or OPG.
Oh, absolutely not.
But even some of these old cards, here is the best part, right? You find stuff like this. I found 3 of these. 89 Fleer, Billy Ripken, the actual F-face card.
Wow.
I mean, it's funny. I've been watching that online, thinking about buying one.
This is how I know that they just grabbed the major stuff. And here's something really cool. So I start going through some of the boxes, and I open them up.
What
unopened packs.
What year is that?
That looks like, what is that, 92 Upper Deck?
Yeah, this is the 92 Upper Deck, which is kind of trash, but I opened up a couple packs, and
hey, maybe you'll pull, who was it, 92, the autograph.
You got it. That's exactly what I'm going for. And I saw the back of it first, so I'm thinking, this could be the autograph. It's the Ted Williams year.
Ted Williams. Wow. Oh, okay.
So you can get the Ted Williams autograph on one of the Baseball Heroes cards that are randomly inserted in that set.
What's that go for?
Oh man, it's Ted Williams autograph. I imagine it goes for quite a bit. Ted Williams. Yeah. Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio. Anything autographed by those 2 guys. But here's probably something really cool that we'll see more of on this show. There's a base, almost a full box, probably 5-pack short, 6-pack short. 86 Donruss Jose Canseco year.
Oh.
So,
hey, do you know there's a Ted Williams, because they're only numbered out of 2,500, and there's one up right now for 650 or best offer.
Is that raw?
Yeah, raw.
Wow.
So, and Ben, how you were talking about how this is the stuff you're going through. I messaged a guy, and this is when he sent me the box picture. I go, thank you so much. You don't know how fun this has been. I was like a kid in a candy store going through these cards. Me and my dad were sitting there like on this at my parents' house. We were going through the 81 football, and it was like the guys stacked them in teams for I'll go through like 200, 300 cards, and they team stacked them. And the old top sets, the teams weren't together number-wise. I don't think they even are nowadays on tops, but they might have done it for a little bit, like in the late 80s, but in the early 80s and late 70s and on, they were just random. So
Fleer was by team, I think.
Yes.
I don't think tops ever did.
Yeah. So you're going. These guys had to have been team stacking them when they were first opening them, and just got tired of doing that, and then they just started They would open the pack, go through them, even leave like the sticker in there. The gum cards were in there. You could still feel the gum dust. And but when we're going through the
gum
team,
dust from a few months back,
yeah, when we're going through them by team, it's me and my pops. And my pops, this is like when we were growing up. When I was growing up, this was what me and my dad did. We did baseball cards, and we're going through and football cards, and we're going through the 81 Topps football set. And my dad's a huge 49ers fan, huge Joe Montana fan, and it's all team sorted. And I'll get to 81 San Diego, and there'll be 2 Kellen Winslow rookies. That's like the second best rookie in the set, and that's a Hall of Fame tight end, and that's a great card. So if those cards are in there, there's a good chance that the Joe Montana's in there. And then we'll get to the Redskins. And I'm going slow, like a little kid, what's the next card, and there's Art Monk rookie and there's 2 or 3 of them. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, me and my dad are like, if we get to the 49ers, there's a good chance that the Montanas could be here. If they're leaving in those Hall of Fame rookies, like the big cards in the set, the Montana ended up not being there, but it was like I was a kid again. You know what I mean? I'm with my pops, and we're going through cards, and it was just some of the best fun I've had in a long time. And for $90, I don't care if I would have found the Montanas, none of that. The fun that I had going through them with my dad and feeling like a kid again beat anything. You know what I mean? So that was really cool. And being close to Father's Day, that was even cooler. So it was it's fun. So if you're out there and you're not looking on things like OfferUp and those other sites, Let It Go, Facebook Marketplace, do yourself a favor, start looking on them. You find things that are unbelievable, that you'll never know might be 2 houses down from you. So
you gotta be patient because there's a lot of garbage, but there are some gems.
Yeah, right. the alerts can kill you too. So.
Yes. I don't.
Brian, was there any 85 Topps baseball in there?
Yes, 85 is the Mark McGwire year. There was a ton of it.
If you find some like super high grade Eric Davis,
yep,
pull those out because I would like to get a 10 of Eric Davis.
Okay. I haven't seen. I went through some 85 Don Russ, and I didn't see any. Was Eric Davis in the Don Russ year?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see any in there. So,
but I actually like the Topps.
Okay.
I like the Topps look better with. The
I
green,
remember that
the green back and.
Yep. But
cool.
Very cool, very fun. Whether I flip them or not, guarantee I'll be flipping them. Like with the commons, there was so much 80 or 70, 77 to 80, 83. So much 77 to 83 baseball. It's unreal. It's crazy.
I'm happy you found a Ripken. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe once I go through the rest of it and what we get, I'll slowly be showing you guys on the show hopefully some of the results from PSA and stuff. And the nice thing about PSA is I don't think you have to be a member anymore to send in for the PSA to you.
No.
So that's great. And do you get deals now too, even if you're not a member? If you send in 200 cards, do they drop it? Ben, do you remember?
I can't remember. The only things that I've sent in years was when somebody sent me 2 Jordan rookies. And and I sent those in for him. But I mean, I don't think there was a deal or anything like that. But yes, every once in a while, if you do ever have like a bunch of cards you want to get graded, sometimes they'll have deals where. On the slow service, I mean, you can get them for like $4 or $5 a card.
Yep.
So you can send in. I mean, if you think it's a 10, just send it. I mean, it costs you $4. I mean, who cares?
Yep,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm doing my studying on YouTube videos on, ways to. They've got some stuff they're doing out there right now that is kind of close to what we do in the comics with pressing, where especially the new cards, the Topps Chrome, Topps Bowman baseball, and the different refractors and the colors. Sometimes you get some white on those corners, and it instantly takes away from your chances on a 10. And a lot of these guys have figured out ways to take that small layer of that card and flip it back and get it to stay that way. So
really,
yeah.
Without resto?
Yeah, yep. Go look on YouTube how to get a PSA 10, and they've got some really cool stuff. Definitely, especially with the Topps Chrome or Bowman Chrome and stuff like that, they scratch really easy. So they're showing ways to take off the scratches. They're showing definitely a lot of the people are getting these cards now through these big box breaks, and they're getting teams, and the guys will be putting them in. The really good, cards will be putting them in a penny sleeve and sending them out to them. And if you put those cards in a penny sleeve wrong, they're very easy to, pop those corners kind of on the cards.
So, I always clip the corner of the penny sleeve.
Yes.
To where it would just slide right in without ever touching the corner.
Yep, always. And they might make them like that now. I'm not sure.
They may.
Yeah. So, but yeah, very cool. Couldn't believe it. I'm looking
Good
forward.
for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've just been informed that Zafira has some pickups that you wanted to show.
What'd she get?
Come here. Here we are.
I've got a little unicorn cat.
A unicorn cat?
A unikitty?
What's it called? What'd the box say?
Like, I did not read the box. I need to go get the box.
No, don't.
Well, she sounds like Paul.
Paul's daughter.
No, it was.
I don't know. My kids have unicorn llamas. So I mean,
Something called Pushinacorn. Pushinacorn is a
Pushinacorn?
thing. I don't know. It came up on one of those.
That sounds like something that shouldn't be addressed to kids.
Came up on one of those Funko emails, so I got
it
that.
from my little
For your birthday?
unicorn party.
What else you got?
You had a unicorn party?
Mm-hmm. First
That
my
sounds
little
pretty
unicorn
cool.
party, then my big mermaid one.
You had a mermaid party too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
My last thing is going to be about my party.
Don't skip to the last thing.
oh, baby girl in the pot.
I'm running a daycare up here. This is your weekly birth control, guys.
Okay,
There she
wow.
goes. All right, next. We're live on the air. We got the clock ticking here. What's that?
Love stone.
Love stone. Heart with a rock with a heart on it. Says you are loved from loverocks.org.
Did Daddy throw that at you?
No, I'm one of my best work friends.
I'm a little worried where the other kid just went.
She's going to the wall.
She's gonna get in trouble. She might get yelled at. All right, what's next?
Okay. Oh, Jojo Siwa doll.
Awesome.
She has a microphone and a little green hairbrush.
Is that a Jets jersey? No.
I heard her makeup got recalled because it had arsenic in it.
Oh, jeez, Ben.
Too.
Yeah, go ahead. Awesome.
He does not sing the whole song.
Oh, what a disappointment.
Yeah, shame.
The song is on.
You don't have to press it again, though. What's next?
What color are you?
Okay. Oh, soft pink.
And all the subscribers have left.
There. Yeah, we're losing. We're bleeding subscribers here. So you gotta
They're getting off and calling CBS because you're watching children.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Things are going awry.
They're soft.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, what's the big finale?
Okay.
You said you had a unicorn, or I'm sorry, you had a mermaid birthday and boom, mermaid
Oh, wow.
balloon.
That's
It's
cool.
as big as you.
Yup. I need
Is
to
that-
Jovi got her a boat. for
Paul, is that
birthday.
yours or is that hers?
Well, I bought it for myself, but I can pawn it off as hers. So I gotta.
Oh, cool.
What?
There's a little bracelet attached to it, so I can wear it around
All
the
right.
house.
And you're bringing it back. We're gonna get back to some boy topics. You want to wave goodbye? You say. We can say
There's
here.
like mermaids too. It's fine.
And how old are you
Can I
now?
show you my little bag?
How old
Can I
did
get
you
all
turn?
my toys in?
No, we're not gonna go through your bag.
Can I just show my bag?
How old did you turn?
6.
Awesome.
6. Awesome.
This is rock and it can change.
Does it change? Oh, I love
It
those.
changes from rock to just
It's like your
straight.
pillow.
Paper. Scissors.
Are you playing rock, paper, scissors me now?
Yep.
Oh, Girl Scout shirt got one.
Awesome Girl Scout shirt. Good job, Z.
Says gold for gold.
See, better pickups on that Z.
Yeah.
I did not.
I was on there.
That should be the next CBSI shirt. One of those glitter ones that changes.
Well, that is the question I was
Maybe I should
wondering.
bring out my little
Scotty needs to get working on that.
and does that
The
too.
glitter shirts? I don't know about that.
So
You don't think you can pull it off, Scotty?
It says pause, and then you rub it. It says problems.
like hypercolor? Can you do like old school hypercolor shirts?
That'd be awesome. I'd buy 3.
So is this glow in the dark thing? Is this something that you can do on other stuff?
Yeah, I've never done it before, so this will be the first time I'm trying it.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't know if it's actually going to work?
No, it should. I mean, it should work. The ink, it's regular ink that I get from a. I mean, it's not regular. It's special ink that I get from my regular manufacturer. So.
Oh, okay.
I trust that it's gonna work.
As long as Paul doesn't get too close to the process.
Yeah, well, Paul's not allowed in the shop.
Oh, McClay's opening. I hear him.
I am. I get bored, man.
I don't think I always thought that was the hardest thing when I had a card store was the slow times, like on a Thursday afternoon or something like that, and I'd be sitting there all by myself and turn around and look at a wall full of unopened packs, and I'm like, oh
Just
man,
one.
I already own these. I can just open them.
Yeah, it's rough. It's
kind of defeated the purpose of selling packs, but
you definitely can't do that at a card store.
No.
How long have they been doing breaks? Like, when did that phenomenon start?
In the last probably 5 years.
When YouTube had hit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do like pack wars and stuff like that,
and that was fun.
Yeah, way back in the day, but do they still do those?
Yeah, they do. I saw a couple live pack war things. Like, there's these guys on YouTube that go to like flea markets or like places like Target when they hear there's these crazy deals, like clearance items, and they'll buy all the cheap packs. Like, sometimes you'll find old ones, like sometimes you might get lucky, find like a stack of 2011 Topps, baseball sitting there, and there's Trout rookie year, you know what I mean? And they'll buy them, and then they'll split them up, and then they'll go do pack wars on the YouTube live. But they'll go through their packs like you're watching them open the packs live. And then, of course, whoever has the best card gets the other guy's cards. And it's fun to watch. Yeah, just like it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it that way. We also did it like who got the highest card and number in the set.
Yeah, change it up. Yep.
Yeah, so like you might get it was almost like playing actual cards or something like that, and you think, oh, I got a king. Oh, you're not going to get an ace and beat me, and you would.
Yeah,
lose all the good cards.
Well, one of the things that I found in here that blew me away is I totally forgot that 1981 Topps had an update set.
Yes,
I could not believe it, and there's some like the Fernando Venezuela card is in there, and I know that they had an 81 Topps rookie where he's on there with another player. I think it's Mike Scioscia, but in the 81 set, it's just him, and so it's a pretty cool looking card. And I never seen that card. And there's the
so you had some updates in?
Yeah, the Danny Ainge rookies in there where he's.
Oh yeah.
So the update set was in there just for that 81 Topps. I didn't even know it was that the first time they did an update set.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Well, I mean, in like 76, I think it was. They had like I guess it was
high number,
maybe like as a high series, and they would put like a ribbon or a bottom and say traded or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was like 76 or something like that. But I'm trying to think back, but yeah, I think that was the first dedicated set that they had.
Oh, it's fun looking at old cards that are in good condition. So you never see that, especially with 70s cards.
You're gonna make me go find I still have like 30 or 40 5,000 count boxes just sitting in storage that I literally haven't looked through in probably 20 years.
That's the type of stuff that people need to be looking for on OfferUp. Perfect example.
Yeah. So you're gonna make me go back and look through them.
It was fun. It was like being a kid again. It was a lot of fun. So, all this baseball card talk in this show.
Ooh,
Too much sports talk for our audience.
I know.
Well, you guys want to go down the rabbit hole? I just got an offer accepted on maybe not everybody else's favorite shark cover, but it might be my holy grail. So hopefully that'll come up next week.
You got an offer accepted, or what are you talking about?
I purchased one that I threw an offer out on.
Excellent.
Just now?
Yeah.
You know what I did? I randomly went on a website, Ben, and I typed in that the Wally.
Yeah.
That Wally
with
one
with the lights.
Yeah, and I ordered it from, and it was the regular one. It came up as the regular one. I'm sure I'm gonna lose, but I took a gamble, and it said in the description like something about the description of it was not. I can't remember what it said, but so I'm ruining the story. But anyway, it's coming from another country. It said like alternate cover or something along those lines. So I'm gonna take a gamble. And
I still have never found that book ever.
Yeah, every now and then I'll plug it in and I never find it either. But yeah, I don't know I can't remember what it said. But
for those who don't know what we're talking about, I wrote an article a long time ago. It was probably 3 years ago, and it's Wally number 1?
Yeah.
And it was a retailer incentive variant
from Ghost Hunting book.
Yeah, and there was a stock photo and then another photo, and I'm actually not even sure which one is the real picture of what the book actually looks like. But he's sitting there, he's got like Christmas lights around his head or something like that.
Yeah. The difference is the Christmas lights are colored. So there's colored and there's not colored. This one's here it is. It says used condition good blah blah visual different in all capitals. Product shipped from France.
What is this book?
Wally number 1.
Wally number 1. Boom Studios from 2009.
Like the movie.
Yes.
The movie, yeah, but it's Christmas lights that are colored, and the one that you can find is just they're all white. So I'll let you guys know. I'm sure I'm gonna, it'll be the regular cover. But when it said visual different, I was like, I'll take a gamble.
It's gonna be that Romanian variant.
Yeah.
The gold staple.
The gold staple.
Gold staples is where it's at, man.
Are you guys selling those Romanian comics at the Comic-Con you're going to?
No, we got rid of our Lithuanian variant ones.
Yeah, some dealer bought them off of us.
Dude, he's like, that story alone's worth it.
We need John. Are you gonna share your Fave 5?
Oh my God! Thank you, Paul. You said it right. You make my heart happy.
Enough alcohol.
My favorite 5. All right.
You don't like top 5?
No, there's too many top 5s. Favorite 5 opens it up so that it's. I don't know if these are the top 5 Mary Marvel books, but it's my favorite 5, so I think that's fair. Is Dino gonna hook me up to present?
Yeah, well, sorry. Trying to do it all, buddy.
He's busy prepping for Heroes Con, guys.
I know.
He's got his lentil tea and all that stuff going.
Dude, I'm just glad this year that I actually have my voice. Now we're still like 2 days away. So
okay. So I actually do not have all of my favorite 5.
Oh, buddy.
Usually I try to. Mary Marvel is an interesting thing. There's only about 80 covers in the Golden Age and a smattering of modern stuff. But I kind of wanted to show, you guys see on the screen?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That a lot of her covers are very similar to each other. Like they don't.
Wait. Are you sharing your screen? Like what?
Trying to, not working.
You got to go.
We see you.
Yeah, but you got to go to the left and hit the green. The monitor. Yeah.
Go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Still?
No. So in the Hangouts.
There we go.
There you go.
Whoa, trippy.
Now?
Yep.
Now we got it.
All right. So a lot of her images and a lot of the covers out of those 80 Golden Age books Mostly WoW Comics had, I think, 49 covers. Mary Marvel had a run of, I think, 38. And she showed up on the Marvel family, but always as part of the trio. And I couldn't find any Wiz comics that she was in. So she doesn't have a lot. And if you look at them, there are a lot of almost identical poses happening. And they're not really good ones. So, four of the exact same thing.
They do. They all look the same.
And these 2 issues of WoW that I'm showing actually ran back to back. Like, wow. I'm like, they weren't even trying. So they're not great. This one, not quite as the same, but I mean, like I said, very similar. So the material that you started with is not good to begin with. And it's a character that kind of was just there, and now has, the movie got a little bit of a spotlight with Captain Marvel / Shazam getting a little more popular as time goes on. This was a character I'd gravitated to for a long time, and when I got back into comics, was the first thing I picked up. I really kind of was into the Golden Age Captain Marvel books, so I bought several of them. Been moving around with them, but the Mary Marvel kind of went hand in hand with that. So I'm going to show the 5 I like the most, whether they're unique, whether they're different, just what it is. So number 5 is the last issue of Mary Marvel.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
This one is not, like I said, the most beautiful cover. I just thought it's unique. She's wearing a cowgirl outfit. It's the orange colors, the kind of the bright golden age colors just get me on this one. So this is one that is kind of on my watch list to find a nice high grade copy of. It's just different, I guess. That's what I like about it. It's not the same cover that you see everywhere else. It's not the same as everything else she has. As you can see, I showed before, there's a lot of the covers that are just reused over and over and over.
Yeah, that red in her outfit really pops too.
Yeah, with the sunset, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Mary Marvel, 38, I think. The next one is actually her first appearance. I showed a different picture just because I thought it was interesting. So it's actually Captain Marvel Adventures number 18. But for those of you on a budget, if you want to get the cover, they did a reprint in the Shazam Family Annual number 1. Same cover, just slightly kind of recolored. So for those of you on a budget that can't go out and afford Golden Age covers but want a nice Mary Marvel cover, reprint of her first appearance. Actually, I believe Marvel Family 1 is in there with Black Adam. So kind of an affordable way to get this particular cover. So that's nice, in my opinion. There's at least an option to get it that's not a facsimile, not an actual reprint, but a real book you can find in the bins for a reasonable amount. Number 3 is I'm failing at
the art of scrolling.
Yes, Mary Marvel number 5. Wow. This one is actually the top one on my want list.
Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, see, he knows what's going on. This is Mary Marvel on an all-black cover with a almost looks like Mothra. I saw the Godzilla movie last weekend, but a beautiful kind of colored moth and Mary Marvel riding it. Just a lot visually going on. Incredibly hard to find in mid-grade, high-grade, any of the above with that black cover. So that's one just if you see it, you should buy it. So those things are...
there's one on eBay right now, PGX.
Yeah, I've looked at it a lot. Sometimes I'm a little weary of PGX. Sometimes I'm not. The price point's not quite where I want to go to gamble on the PGX copy.
Oh, no.
We're zooming out of the world.
It's like a bad transition. It's like a bad transition for
The PGX has rusted staples.
Oh, no. Yeah. Let's do that again.
All right, so we're back. Last 2 actually do have copies of. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Hi, Paul.
Did Paul just do that to me?
No,
Or did I do
you're
it?
doing everything to yourself.
How'd I do that?
I don't know.
It happens when you share the same screen that the Hangouts is on.
Yeah, you gotta go to a different tab.
It's all good, man. Now we see you.
Matrix has you.
No, you're good.
All right, I'm back. Number 2, I have actually shown a couple weeks ago, I think, is WoW Comics number 38, which is a beautiful Mary Marvel flying into the sky scene. Just
Is that an explosion in the background?
clouds in the background, Z.
She said, is that an explosion in the background?
I think it's clouds.
It's clouds.
But it's just the background almost makes the cover on this one. You know, it's a very similar pose to a lot of them she's done, but the background just pops. For those of you on a budget, it is not as nice as the original, but Power of Shazam 4 has a nice homage to it.
Realistic.
This one happens to be a DCU variant because, you know, we love those.
Kind of like realistic.
I would say the Mary Marvel art is not as good, but, you know, gets the general theme of it. So another kind of modern book you can pick up and kind of get a little bit of Golden Age feel.
Zafira says the DC variant is realistic.
It is a little more realistic, I would agree. A little less cartoony. The face is not done particularly well, though.
Now I just
Butterface?
in my head.
Little Butterface, yes. And then the last one I have talked about a few times, probably the last 3-4 years. I have looked for another copy. I found this copy about 2.5 years ago, and I've only seen one other pop up for auction anywhere I've looked, and it's WoW Comics 10. I know Paul's bought a facsimile of it at one point.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
That looks familiar.
Striking resemblance to Lost 23 variant. Just the pose, the mountain. Probably if you weren't a modern kind of speculator and like the variant, it wouldn't stick out. But I think to all of us kind of in this hobby, it just stands out amongst everything else. So,
are you going to slab that one?
I'm not dying to. It's probably a pretty looking 3. It's just not. I'm happy with it where it is. It's a bit of an oversized book too. I'm not sure why. Could be just the spine roll has made it a little oversized. It just doesn't. I have a feeling it wouldn't do well in a slab. Just my gut feel. So, leaving it as is. It wouldn't actually fit in a Mylar, so I've got it in a magazine bag. So, the joys of Golden Age.
Yeah.
So that is my favorite 5 Mary Marvel covers.
Awesome. That's good stuff.
So what are your top 5?
Yeah, what's your
top? Well, then you would go with WoW number 9, her first appearance in WoW. Mary Marvel number 1, which is a nice cover, but not fantastic. And then the Fire cover I showed a couple weeks ago, Mary Marvel on number 11, I think, is also another top one.
Is there any, does she have any variants at all?
I tried looking. I vaguely recall seeing some point in the last 5 years, somebody showed a variant with Mary Marvel on it. And I sure couldn't track it down. It might have even been not even Mary Marvel. It might have been the female Black Adam character, and I can't even think of the name. There's not a lot. I cruised through all the modern Shazam stuff, the 73 run, the newer stuff. I just didn't see much. There's probably a few things in some of those ancillary titles with her in it, but I could not track down anything else modern that I thought was really worth mentioning.
Did you see that Comic Connect link for like $16,000?
Looking right now.
It's sold back in 2017.
Oh my god.
That one's no color.
The original art for that is
wow.
Very cool. I don't, without the color, it loses a lot of its wow factor, but holy cow, the original art for a cover like that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like. I was looking. I like WoW number 58. Kind of has like an Egyptian feel to it.
That one was on my list. It's just something different.
I'd like to see that one.
You'd like to see that one?
If I did not see it.
Hey, wow! Look, we've got a few lists or watchers back. So apparently, there's some Mary Marvel fans.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, I'm one.
What do we
I like
what do we
it.
got next? Anything?
I'm looking at.
Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know what else is next, guys.
We are apparently drifting aimless. So if anybody in the chat's got something worth us talking about, please direct us. Otherwise, God knows where we'll travel.
What are you talking about? Heroes Con.
What do you guys got ready, man? What are you bringing to the world?
Everything.
I have 16 short boxes.
What's the thing on the wall that people are going to ask to touch 15 times and not buy?
I'm bringing my giant size X-Men. I think that'll
Is
get
that the 9.2 or
9.2.
I'm gonna bring. I got a House of Secrets 92 that I think will sell.
That'll sell fast.
I got an Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, 9.8, the regular version.
I got one of them.
I'm just thinking about what other big books we have. I got a Monstrous one that I can just throw up there.
Is Tony bringing any of his Baker stuff?
He told me to bring a short box.
I mean, that stuff's gonna go if he puts it on the wall.
Is he driving down?
Yeah, he's already in the process of driving.
It's like a 4-day drive.
Yeah,
He's gonna take his snowmobile the first 3 days.
I think he's visiting. Yeah, I know. I think he's visiting his mom.
Is he passing through Indy?
I don't know. He's going to Tennessee for like a couple days. So
we already missed him.
He just finished shoveling his truck out.
Like if he comes through, I'll buy him a beer.
Okay. I'll make sure I tell him that on the way back. Maybe he'll stop on the way back.
Deal.
Just so everybody knows. So back in the day, they used to have a PayPal swipe app. Everybody remembers that, right? The glorious swipe app.
Oh, are you talking about the new swipe unit?
Yeah, I'll show it to everybody.
Bullshit, dude. You lose. It's Bluetooth, and it drops signal all the time.
Oh God! Don't tell me that.
So every time you pull it out, you got to like reset it and do it. It is going to make you so annoyed. I used it at the last show I went to.
Yeah, so it's actually really nice where you. And the thing too is it doesn't plug into anything. Which I thought was cool. I mean, I like the Bluetooth aspect. At least I can
as long as it works.
Carry it around and stuff.
It works, but the issue is you need the phone, so you got to have almost 2 hands working.
How do you know it's on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me.
I will tell you, there's the one thing that I'm not as happy about as the original. I would rather them put one of the stupid doodads on.
I've never seen it.
Doodad.
So if I click this on real quick, I actually check it on.
They're like a little LED screen type thing.
No, you still have to use the phone. That's just a swipe.
So it's just a swipe, and it just says that means it's on, and then they're looking for Bluetooth signal.
I when I used it, man, every time it turned off, I'd have to turn it on. I'd have to find the signal. I'd have to like re-sync.
Can't wait.
You got to charge it.
Fuck with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
And if you don't keep it charged, then you're really fucked.
Well, I got a battery thing too, so I'm gonna keep that for this thing probably.
I got a battery pack too.
Yeah.
Just saying it. Most things are better than the original. That, in my opinion, is a downgrade.
Yeah.
Does every table, like if you get a table, does every table get a power, like an outlet?
No.
You have
Not usually.
That's
you gotta pay for it unless you're on a wall that has an outlet already pre-established, which is awesome. Paul knows that we were next to the bathrooms at Indy one year. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna plug my phone in and watch it from across the room.
Well, that one year, Nebo had his cord stolen because he forgot to bring it back. Oh man,
that's funny.
Yeah,
when you set up at a con, they nickel and dime you for everything. Like,
because it's
internet
all
access
contract, and they'll wire you a thing, but they got to run it under a walking strip, and it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
So don't plan on having power. Don't plan on having it. You got to like live like you're
camping basically.
I wanted my shit, so I bought a cooler, like a big 48 can cooler for like the booth. So we'll see how much shit they give me for that.
Sean's gonna be stocking that up with something.
Oh, it's gonna be great. So yeah, if you're there on Saturday morning or Sunday or Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon and legs still around, you might actually get some deals.
Yeah.
So DS Comics wants to know what's the difference between having the swipe and just paying through PayPal. Why do you have to swipe?
Well, some people don't have PayPal, and you got to use a credit card.
Yeah.
The average Joe doesn't live on PayPal like the rest of us who are eBay junkies.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask, does the old one work?
The old one works, but the problem is I used to get a lot of fraud because we're based out of Philadelphia. That's where our business is theoretically. So
the old one doesn't have a jack to your phone.
Well, not anymore. I mean, on Google phones they do because they have the headphones. But and the good thing too is
yeah, but they like held their money for like 30 days, I think.
Yeah, they held her because they're like, the chip prevents fraud. So like you get a lot. You had to call up, the guy would have to call up their card company and be like, hey, this is me. It was a pain.
Yeah, that's true. That chip is a plus.
Yeah. So I honestly, boys, I don't even know how it really works. I haven't even tested it out yet, but I ordered one. So.
If you're at a show and somebody wants to pay you in PayPal, especially if they'll do it with friends and family or not, it's a way. Take it because they're just. I mean, credit card always scares the piss out of me that somebody's going to claim fraud no matter what you do.
Not only that, friends and family, zero charge. Like most credit cards, you're going to run basically about 3%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're there and live, I mean, a dealer maybe isn't going to give you quite a cash deal on friends and family offer, but they'll get close.
Yep.
They're way more likely
almost
to take
as good
it.
as cash.
I had a guy give me a check that one. You remember that, Z?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a gamble in my opinion, but
two of the booths around us said that guy could buy your whole wall. He's good for it.
Yeah,
that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Well, and I said, hey, let me see your ID, and he actually was really cool about it. He was like, he goes, if you have any problems, you just call me. So I felt pretty confident.
I think that's a you got to know a veteran or you got to be a veteran to know this is a guy you trust and this is not a guy you trust.
Well, and he was like 72 years old. He wasn't like some 17-year-old kid or like like some young kid who. So. But, yeah, we're at HeroesCon, booth number 2118. I'm trying to figure out all the pertinent details. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday is noon to
5 or 6, I think.
Yeah, or no, is it 10 to 6?
10 to 6.
I think
it's a long con. It's going to be a long 3 days.
Yeah.
Even Sunday's long.
I really haven't announced this yet, but I think for the guys who are coming, we usually do a nice dinner on Saturday, so that might be our hangout day, right?
Yeah, man.
So you got a good amount of CBSI guys coming. I know.
There should be a good amount.
Yeah.
If you're going, bring some money so that these guys can support Sean's drinking habit because they can't do it alone.
Correct.
They're going to start a GoFundMe page for Sean's alcohol tab, so please donate early and often.
Big Leg has to sell a lot of books.
He got I guess I can talk about it. I hooked him up with a link for a 181. He bought a 181. Yeah? So it was raw, so he's bringing that with him. Unless it's in this.
Probably.
There's not on site at Heroes, is there?
No.
You could drop off though.
Yeah.
I should drop off my qualified 798 that they fucked me on. So, whatever.
You guys were saying apparently the myth is true. Summer interns at CGC.
Yeah, well, it seemed like the Copper Age books and the Bronze Age books they really hammered us on.
I just don't think they want to give 9/8s on those unless they have to.
Dude, I got a 238 and I got the upgraded label that Spider-Man like Marvel label or whatever, and I got hit with a 9.2.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a 9.6 at least.
Yeah.
I've heard that one of the tricks is make sure if you're going to send old books, you send all old books. You don't have any new books in there. So I've heard that
no, you know what?
A better chance.
We sent the 238 in by itself. That was by itself.
I don't know, man. I play the game. My last submission I did okay, but I'll up-pay for the moderns. I think if on the right book, if it's something that I can't reasonably call in good conscience a modern under $400, I'll pay it to the next tier and just accept the charge. Because my thought is, if you don't think it's worth what they think it's worth, then they're gonna ding you for it, you know. Especially on the crossover, like I said, I lost 23.98. I'm not gonna fucking not pay for the upper tier because they can tell you what a 9.8's worth. I don't want them going, well, then it's only a 9.6 because you said it's $400. Fuck you, you know.
That's a pretty sinister way of thinking about it.
Listen, if I got a book I think is worth it, I'm gonna send it standard tier and just fucking pay the extra $25. I just think it's worth it. You know, I won't do it for every book, but if there's a book that I think is a borderline grade, I'm gonna pay for standard, get the speed, and just gamble that they will agree with me.
That's like the modern version of like the money in the handshake thing. Let me just give you an extra 20. Let me.
And you're not gonna say sometimes they take that?
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's.
Z, you don't do pre-screen?
I don't do moderns enough. I mean, the number of moderns I send a year is under 10. I don't care, and I also don't love pre-screen because my thought is that's 2 sets of eyes to ding that book instead of 1. I trust my eyes that I know what I'm pretty sure a 9.8 is most time, and if it's not, it's a 9.6, and I'll gamble on that.
Well, most of the time, even if it is a 9.6, you're still going to. I mean, if you're only sending books that 9.8s get $40, and your profit margin is super thin, that's one thing. But if a 9.8's going to get 100 and a 9.6 gets 50, raw, that might be a $25-$30 book. So you get a 9.6, you're still basically getting the same as you would if you sold it raw. Your profit there is the same. So you might as well just go ahead and that way you don't have to deal with returns or anything like that. You can just sell it as a 9.6. And some of these people love buying 9.6s because they think they can press them up to a 9.8. So I think there's value in those 9.6s rather than just pre-screening out. And if you do a bunch, I mean, you're just basically just giving CGC the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to take your $5, I'm going to send it back to you because I know you're going to press it and send it right back to us again. So I just think giving them free money is kind of silly.
Amen. That's where my thing is I'm like, I'm paying you more to rescreen something that I feel like I've screened. If you're going to give me the 9.6, why would I pay the extra? I got to send in 25 books at a time. You're going to ding 3 of them. Just odds are you're going to keep my extra $5 on the other 22. I paid $100. I'm just going to do my own pre-screen and call it a day.
They don't charge you $5 if they pass. They only charge you if it fails.
I'm gonna shout out to Philip Chung because he actually jumped in the chat. He's gonna send us a bunch of books. So we got 20 longs, $20 long boxes. So anybody want to roll through those when they're up there?
Yeah, Z, for the pre-screen, they only charge you the $5 if the book fails.
No. Well, then I apologize.
And they charge you the regular grading rate after that.
All right. Well, then I am incorrect. I don't do enough moderns that I deal with the pre-screen.
Yeah, I mean, like a guy like Slabbed Heroes, he's going to do everything pre-screen because he. And
I think if you're sending in 25 of the same book,
yeah, it's worth it.
That's a different story. But I mean, I'm picking the books I feel really good about. I know my profit margin's there. I'm not playing the modern of the week. Slab them all and see what happens.
No, yeah, I mean, moderns are pretty easy to tell 9.8s. Like, see one defect, it's pretty much done.
I mean, and you're going to take an occasional hit because the CGC guy does something to that book, or you miss one thing. But take your lumps.
You know what? Sometimes you get a lucky 9.8 too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even Sean can't do all 9.8s every time. The man has. Man sees shit I'd never see.
Yeah.
He does sometimes get full 9.8s on an order.
Yeah. You give him a picture on a phone, he's like 98% accurate. Give him in real life, he's damn close to perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the CGC Jesus. I think I'm gonna crack slabs. I think in Charlotte 3 times.
Oh Jesus!
Let's go.
You're gonna end up ripping a book in half.
Dino could just knock him off the shelf.
Well, I'm hoping that doesn't happen this year. I've revamped my. I'm kind of worried about that too because, like we talked about, Z comes to ours usually when we're in Indy, right? We have 2 walls, right? 2 big walls. I only have that 2 small walls, man. I mean, I think my shelves only hold like the 4 footers only hold what 5 slabs. So
You better get busy making another wall, Dino.
I don't have enough room, man.
You guys get 1 booth or 2?
1.
Oh, that's plenty then.
Yeah.
You're just going to be more selective. I think you better probably put up some raws instead of slabs and squeeze a few more in.
I think I'm gonna make 1 wall all raw and 1 all slabs. I got 180 slabs right now, I think.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got 6 boxes of just variants. So
We're gonna rename our store. We haven't talked about this, but we're gonna rename our store to Secondhand JSC Books.
I don't even know if I have 60 variants right now.
Yeah.
God, how far we've drifted.
You know, having Sean in the company now, like we used to have like 3 or 4 boxes of slabs. Like just for like 1 year, it's like like tripled our amount of inventory on slabs. So
we got a lot of good 9/8s too in the last batch.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute, Paul. Oh. I saw you.
Philip Chung just said release all the PGX.
Yeah.
I did. My shark cover is a PGX. I did gamble with the damn thing. So
I actually own no PGXs anymore.
This will probably be the only one, and it'll be short term.
Speaking of different companies, have you guys been seeing the emails from CBCS lately?
Which one now?
I think they're guaranteeing like 10-day turnaround now.
Yeah, I think they said their turnaround times is sped up, but it's like.
Is it just for that 1 week or?
Yeah, I think that was a limited time.
Was it?
They did advertise a discount on authenticated signatures this week.
Yep, I saw that.
It's just like, but why would I want your graded book? Like, I can't sell it.
Shout out to whoever the fuck signed me up to OkCupid. Appreciate that.
What?
Like, someone's messing with me, man. I'm getting all these OkCupid emails from.
Let's go.
Yeah, Paul.
From some male matches. So thanks. Good prank. Gotcha.
Hey, maybe you'll find somebody with like Paula's problems or something like that.
Yeah, Paula with a male appendage.
I'm bored over here. I got to do something.
Thanks, Dino. Got me. Got me, buddy. Block OkCupid. Yes, please.
What
Spam.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know what Cupid is, Z. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Damn it, Trey.
I will also have some swag stuff at the booth too. So if you guys stop by.
Yeah.
Do you have any of the sold out shirts, or those are truly dead?
No, I do. I will have some of them. Yeah, I have some leftovers.
Last chance. Last chance. Awesome.
Are you gonna make a video burning the rest of the shirts you don't sell?
No, I'm not an idiot. I will hold out. I'll give them away to somebody before I do that.
Yeah.
How we get the computer outside?
What?
You can donate it to charity or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an asshole.
Get the.
Well, that's debatable.
Well, you
for that reason.
You are, but not for that.
Do you have anything else you really want to talk about? I don't have anything else. I'm just I'm going to start rolling out. I talked to Stein. I'm going to meet up with Stein on Thursday. So
yeah, you're gonna make me get up super early to come eat breakfast with you.
Sorry, man. Sorry you actually had to get up, man.
Yeah, I think I'm leaving Philly about like 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah, I might be. Because you're meeting like the same time, right? It's gonna take me 12 to get there, probably.
No, it's only gonna take me 8 to 9.
What day you leave, Dino? What day are you leaving? You want to swing by my place and have an early breakfast?
I'm leaving Thursday. I'll be like 4 or 5, so it'll be like 6 a.m.
So
for you.
6 a.m. on Thursday. Yeah, I can meet you for some breakfast, man.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh, Paul just stole my date.
I'd like to come.
I will say, as the F5 guys are probably shot next week and not going to be on, and Paul is questionable.
Yeah, next week might be we might have a special guest to fill some holes. So.
I am trying to get volume 2 of Foreign Variant Edition on the road. So I've invited Matthew Robo back to talk some comics and waiting to confirm with him and get an answer. But Robert Fordham, it'll be a show of your dreams. Hopefully show some cool stuff and talk a little more Foreign Variant. So we'll keep you updated on Instagram and other social media and let you know for sure if that happens.
Are you?
Not you've got me and Stein and McClay talking God knows what.
Are you going to try to get the CBCS guy too?
Working on it. I think he might be at Heroes Con, so it's hard to say.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, just depend. He might be the same as you, Burnout.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'll announce it if we get it.
Cool. Speaking of Heroes Con, somebody hit me up on Reddit and wants Ashcan, some kind of crazy book from a guy. So I tell him I'd look for him. It's like I think his spending limit's like $20 though, but whatever. I gotta tell you what it is. I think I mentioned last episode. It was I don't even know about this book. Maybe Stein knows about it because he's like the all in all knows everything.
This is a weird question. Maybe end the show on. Blue Green Artifacts is asking, does anyone grade shirts like concert T-shirts? I've never heard of anything like that being graded.
I don't think you can really grade T-shirts.
Yeah, it's kind of like shadow box display.
Yeah, frame them, and I'm sure they're collectible. Some of the older ones, but
yeah, some of those shirts sell for stupid money.
Have you heard of this one? It's a Copra Ashcan edition from Michelle Fife.
Yes, Copra was on the Hot 10 last week.
Yeah, he wants an Ashcan of that, I guess. There's some dude on Reddit. I said I might look for him. I guess he's going to be there at the booth.
The Copra stuff is crazy hard to find.
Is it?
Yeah, they're limited to like 400 copies. So they're not cheap.
So you're saying I should grab one if I see one?
If you find one, I think there's a number 1 listed on eBay. It's like $1,000.
Oh, here we go, buddy.
What is it? Cobra?
Nothing.
Not Cobra. Not G.I. Joe. Copra with a P.
Yeah.
It's one of those books I've heard about and never actually seen. I don't even know why it's valuable. I just know it is. It's one of those, if you see it, grab it.
Yeah. So I guess he's supposed to be there, so I don't know. I don't know if it's a Hero comic book or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask him. I mean, he said his spending limit is $20. I had the other Ashcan. It's $20 at his booth, but maybe it is.
What is the image on the Ashcan? I know nothing about this. Is this the skull with the lightning bolt thing, or?
I have no idea, Paul.
Skull with the lightning bolt.
I'm just Google imaging this right now. That's all I know.
Sure.
All right, great show.
Z, thanks for joining us.
For what?
The show. Thank you.
They're saying thank you. Put your headphones on.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for joining us. Happy birthday.
Oh.
The only 6-year-old in America up at 11 p.m.
Probably not.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
The only one on a podcast, maybe.
I would probably debate that too.
First time.
The podcast.
Haven't you seen those toy unboxing videos? I think they do them at like midnight. So, all right, boys. Most of you guys will see most of us next week. So we'll tell you how the videos can go. We'll take videos. Follow us on Instagram, CBSI. A lot of the CBSI article guys will be there, so check out for all that stuff on our Instagram, Comic Book Invest. Follow us on Forgotten 5 Comics for pictures and stuff. And then Saturday night, a little meetup. I don't know where it's going to be, but hit us up at the con or hit me out in Hangouts, and we'll all talk about it. So, all right, guys, we'll see you. Everybody else have a good night, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.